If you were born in the 1970s, you grew up in a world that no longer exists. No internet, no smartphones, no social media telling you who to be. And yet, people from your generation turned out more independent, more grounded, and mentally tougher than most that came after. This isn't nostalgia. This isn't opinion. This is psychology. This is sociology. This is generational research. And today on RealMind, we're breaking down the real traits you likely developed if you were born in the 1970s. First, independence. If you were born in the 70s, you were trusted with freedom early. You walked to school alone. You played outside without supervision. You solved problems without calling for help. Psychologists call this self-directed childhood. And research shows children raised this way develop stronger decision-making skills, better emotional control, and higher resilience under pressure. You weren't raised to be protected. You were raised to adapt. That's why, even today, you stay calm when things go wrong. You don't panic. You don't freeze. You figure it out. Second, your tolerance for discomfort. You grew up with boredom, long afternoons, limited entertainment, no instant stimulation. And boredom did something powerful to your mind. It trained patience. It strengthened focus. It forced creativity. You didn't escape discomfort. You learned to sit with it. That's why silence doesn't scare you. Waiting doesn't frustrate you. And hard work doesn't overwhelm you. Your nervous system was trained for endurance. Third, you don't define yourself by attention. There were no likes, no followers, no constant validation. Your identity formed offline. Research shows people who build identity before social media have stronger internal self-worth and lower dependency on approval. If you were born in the 70s, you don't announce everything. You don't overshare. You don't measure your value in numbers. You learn something early. If you're solid, you don't need to be loud. Fourth, you trust experience over opinion. You live through change, economic shifts, cultural shifts, technological revolutions. So you learned a quiet lesson. What sounds good isn't always true. That's why you're skeptical of trends, cautious with hype, slow to jump on bandwagons. You observe first, you decide later. That patience isn't ignorance, it's intelligence. Fifth, responsibility came early for you. Many people born in the 70s had real responsibilities as kids, taking care of siblings, managing time alone, being expected to act mature. Psychologists call this early responsibility exposure. It builds discipline, accountability, low entitlement. That's why you don't blame life immediately. You don't expect fairness. You don't wait to be rescued. You were taught something simple. No one is coming to save you. And instead of breaking you, it built you. Now here's the part no one talks about. If you were born in the 1970s, you may feel out of place today. Not loud enough, not visible enough, not emotionally broadcasted enough. Modern culture rewards noise. You were raised for depth. You were taught to be strong quietly, to handle pain privately, to keep moving without applause. So when the world shifted to oversharing, constant expression, and public emotion, you didn't adapt easily. And that's not weakness. That's a mismatch between character and culture. Here's the final truth. If you were born in the 1970s, you are strong, but underrated. You hold systems together. You lead without shouting. You endure without recognition. You don't demand credit. You don't chase attention. You just do what needs to be done. And in a world addicted to visibility, that kind of strength often goes unnoticed. But without it, everything collapses. If this described you or someone you respect, share this video. Subscribe to RealMind for psychology, truth, and deep understanding without sugarcoating. Because when you understand the mind, you understand the world.